how your father made you a workaholic. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably know already that you have some daddy issues going on and there's some very difficult relationship. Maybe he's a narcissist, very demanding in a sense. That's most likely the reason for workaholics. Entrepreneurs, workaholic people who just, have a certain career and they're doing very well, they're high up there and earning good money, but they know they're a workaholic and they know where it's coming from. Now, this obsession that you're having of working is actually a strategy. You're trying to hide, you're overriding this feeling of not feeling good enough. You're trying to hide behind this obsession. And hustling all day long is actually helping you to not needing to open up to this miserable feeling of not feeling good enough. You want something to not happen, which is that your father is not loving you anymore. So that's a subconscious conflict and fear that you're having, and that's why you're hustling. Your father, who's always very demanding, always wants you to push through, never really gave a lot of compliments, never really made you feel like you're good enough, but always demanded more, made you feel like I need to do more, and maybe then he will love me. And then he still didn't love you. And then maybe next time, maybe just around the corner, if I have the next achievement, maybe then. So you're kind of like this hamster just trying to run faster to get the love of your father subconsciously, but you're not getting it. It's not a strategy that actually works. And here's another thing that you will hate. Your behavior, in a sense, shows loyalty towards your father. Your father also subconsciously, he's not an evil person. He also has very good reasons why he's a narcissist. There's a very much a lack of self-esteem probably right below that. He made you work so hard so you can get his love. But you were the one who accepted this challenge. Until today, you're the one who's playing this game. So you're loyal to your father and the way he raised you. You're accepting it. You're hustling hard. And as soon as you don't work so hard anymore, that's very difficult for you to expose yourself to this feeling, because you feel quickly very miserable, like, oh, I need to do something. What am I doing? I'm such a lazy shit. Because when you don't work as much, you are opening up yourself to this conflict that you had with your father in your childhood that is still not resolved. And you're just trying to run away from it by just working a lot. And the conflict is the following. Well, my dad wants me to work more so I can feel loved, and my deepest need is to feel loved. But I don't want to work so much. It's a conflict. But you don't have any choice back then, because the deepest thing you want is love until today. So you just pay the price and you just work. And apparently that doesn't work anymore. Maybe you're even close to a burnout. And you're slowly noticing it is a hamster wheel. I'm just running faster until it's too fast and I'm just falling off. Yeah. So if you're asking yourself, how am I overcoming this right now? You're overcoming it by looking into that fear, by opening up to this conflict that you had already back in the days that is not resolved yet. So working a little less is very helpful right now. It opens you up to this conflict, but on top of that, it's important to do some self-reflection, some deep inner work. Maybe your father is still alive, but that's actually irrelevant, because probably it's anyway not the right move to bring them into, for example, a conversation. I also often do this with clients where we bring the mother or father or so in the conversation. But if he's really such a narcissist, he's probably still like that today. And even if he changed, often it's not very helpful to do this confrontation. That's a good news. You don't need your father now to overcome this. You can do this yourself and do this inner work. Basics are just really to take a closer look what was going on. What do I want? What does my father want me to do? Why did my father turn out the way he did with his parents? It can be very helpful to just figure this out and feel more compassion. What does all of that now mean to me? What do I now want? What's my compromise? Or how will I now act? And how can I decide my value? Like, when do I feel I'm valuable? Because right now it's just I feel valuable when I work. So let's redefine self-esteem. Yeah. If I should drop a couple of schools and terms, I'm not sure whether how much you're into that, but inner child work is very helpful, because inner child work is something that triggers very much the emotional level. And when I say you have this subconscious conflict, I also mean this emotional conflict, not on a rational level anymore, but on an emotional level. That's why I'm not so convinced to only use cognitive behavioral therapy, which is more on a rational level, where we change up limiting beliefs, but it also helps, but more in the later stage. Systemic psychotherapy also works without inviting people. Systemic psychotherapy is about the system you surround yourself, the people, and also your own inner system that you have. You have different parts, different voices within you, the conflicts that you have, and we can also very well work with that. Yeah. And externalize also this deep inner fear that you're actually having. And maybe at this point it's even difficult to call out this fear. Like, what is this fear that I'm having? I don't know. I just know my father has been an asshole and I'm a workaholic and he always wanted me to be a workaholic or whatever. There is some connection. But what am I actually afraid of? I'm not afraid of anything. No, you are. You cannot handle it to not work. It's unbearable for you because it's such a strong feeling. You just feel you cannot even grasp the feeling. It just feels weird. You just don't feel well. You just feel the urge to do something. And this is exactly where we have to take a closer look. Yeah. Congratulations. You watched the video until now. You take it serious. Like, this is something you're tackling and already calling it out and saying, hey, I got some daddy issues going on and I'm a workaholic, and making this connection and watching until now, you're on the right track. It's going very well for you, to be honest. You're underestimating how far you are and how far you came already with this struggle. Yeah, just want to say that also as well. If on top of that, you're saying, hey, I want to speed up the process. I want to work with somebody professional who has been doing this in the past a lot. I did it. I coached more than 400 people, also more than 100 entrepreneurs in those one-on-one coaching sessions. And I offer you a free consultation call. So if you sign up for a call, there's a link below. We have, first of all, a quick short conversation. I gather some information, who you are, some details, and also we just make sure that we're a good fit. Yeah, also from your side, you got to check, does that resonate? But also from my side, I got to understand whether that resonates. And then we have a second call, a 1 hour strategy call, where we then together build up a strategy, a very individualized one. How do you tangibly overcome this challenge of being a workaholic, and also this difficult conversation with your father? Yeah. And nothing to lose, of course. At the end, we can talk about working then together on the long run, but no need. I'm happy to also already give this free consultation session, and if it helps you, it's already great. At the end, we're just gonna make a decision together in a very relaxed way. Yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.